Well, we painted the studio. I bought these purple drums and we needed to make the room match the studio. So if you look about it, it's all purple. Purple makes me feel good. Mike Carroll, the video guy, he did most of the painting, I'll have to say. But we all chipped in, my wife and Michael, and we got the room purple and clean and looks nice, looks great. Took a long time. I don't like painting. Painting sucks. I don't like painting the edges. My wife does the edges. I can do the, but none of that detail stuff. That's just torture. I've done everything except really work on my album. So many other things have come up. We've done mashups, we've done painting, we've done some more radio stuff. But we are getting closer to starting. I am going to start 2 songs. One's called I'm Gonna Love You Anyways, which is about my 13-year-old daughter. And another song called Kiss Me Like It's New Year's Eve, which is a tribute to parents who've made it so far, and a little pat on the back and new beginnings. So it's called Kiss Me Like It's New Year's Eve. So I'm starting the drum tracks for those and tediously coming up with drum sounds. I haven't even started the parts. I'm really starting to think about what sound I'm going for the album as far as these 2 songs and the drums. And you know, I did this cover song, you know, big open drum sound, and I achieved that sound. And I thought that that's what I wanted for the album, but I really don't. I want more of a controlled, deader type sound. I'm putting cloth, doing sort of like the Ringo Starr thing, 70s, late 60s, 70s Beatles sound, Abbey Road sound, and bought, you know, $1,000 worth of drum heads and tried all different kinds of drum heads and got a little obsessive. And I'll show you my first snare drum that I have. So getting really obsessive with the drum sound, that's the big thing, that's the foundation. We had Ava Walsh come back and play some violin and some viola. I'm really not good at writing out music, so I played these. She said, well, just play the string parts for the thing and then send me the parts, I'll write them out, and then I'll get a cello player. And so she came in and nailed the parts, had them all written out. We did about 16 tracks of violin and 16 tracks of viola, and it sounds beautiful. So Ava came in and finished her violin tracks, but Ava also recommended her friend Rob Mays to do the cello parts. So she wrote out the cello parts for him, which she says is nothing, takes her no time at all to write out. Something that would take me a month, probably took her 20 minutes. The radio company, Media Results, the company that does the commercials, called me to do another commercial, to sing on, asked me if I could sing on another commercial, and they asked if I could do it, like, Bruno Mars / Michael Jackson, and I'm thinking, nope, I cannot. I just went, yeah, sure. But this time they, the guy that works there knows I have a studio, so they asked if I could just send them the tracks. And this was a little bit more of like another guy was up for it as well, and they weren't sure if he was going to come in or not. And in the end, they ended up using sort of a blend of the both of us. But what was good was that I could prove to them if they need me, they can have vocal tracks in a flash. They asked me on a Wednesday, I did it Thursday morning. I gave them 24 tracks of harmonies and lead vocals and did my best at Bruno Mars and a couple of flashy Michael Jackson things. They asked me to do some Michael Jackson inflections, so I gave, my best and all that stuff, and they didn't use any of them. Come on, girl! But they used it, and it was on the air. I mean, it was pretty cool to have somebody call you and ask for vocal tracks, have them be pleased with it, send it to them, Dropbox it, 24 tracks of vocals, and then hear it 2 days later on Kiss 108 every 10 minutes. So Limelight magazine, a Cape Cod music magazine, I found out that I was nominated for Song of the Year with a song co-written with Kylie Evans, called We'd Be Lying, and I was up for Male Vocalist of the Year, which was pretty cool. So they voted, and they had the ceremony, the award ceremony at South Shore Music Hall in Quincy. And we all went there, and lo and behold, won both of them. It was pretty nice. It was really nice. The Male Vocalist Award really sort of, it meant a lot to me because I've been sort of behind the glass, working as a producer, as an engineer, songwriter, musician. My dream's always been to be a performer, but you know, I think when I reached about age 30, I was just like, I'm not doing that anymore. It's too hard. But the itch never died. The desire never left me. And here I am at 40, and doing it, and the songs are better than ever. So, you know, I decided I'd take a chance with it. And my point is that winning the award and knowing that many people voted, somebody out there thinks I have a pretty decent voice, so that's enough to keep me going and say, okay, I think I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going. Why not? So it was really nice. My mom was there. She made a big deal out of it. It's nice. She's always been supportive of me. My mom is. I think the best thing my mom ever did for me was give me the space to just give me the time and space as a kid to practice and experiment and keep my father off my back. We did 2 video mashups since the last time we spoke. One was, and these mashups are things that I've made up over the years playing with Kevin. They're not things I've prepared. They're things that we just made up over years and years and years of putting cover songs that shouldn't be together for our own amusement. But anyways, I have this one where we go from a Zappa riff to a Whole Lot of Love, but doing U2, Still Haven't Found What I'm Looking For, over a Whole Lot of Love, and then into the Joker, but never sing the Joker, and sing the Eagles' Peaceful Easy Feeling, which is really bizarre. But it works, and it's fun, and it makes me laugh. And so, you know, Mark Sherman, the drummer, who's the newest addition to the band, I mean, me and Kevin have been doing it as a duo for a long time, and you know, we got a drummer now. Mark's energy is just so youthful, and he's so excited about music, and rock music especially, and I love his spirit. He's got a great sense of harmony, he sings. And so I had that idea. He's never heard it before. I called him up and asked him, you know, you want to do the next mashup with Kevin? And this is sort of a heavy one with guitar. And I went over it with him for about 20 minutes. He got it, Kevin showed up, plugged in, and we just nailed this thing. You know, Mike got this cool idea to do some side lighting, and we did it in black and white, and you know, we all wore t-shirts and looked like men playing rock and roll. We just finished one which is completely different than the other one, a version of Bob Dylan's I Shall Be Released. The version that I was sort of pulling from in my mind was the band's version, or Joe Cocker's version of that song. I've been doing that song for years, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful song. So we invited Haley Sabella and Jay Passaros to come down, and I think Haley and I share this sort of same obsession with harmony. You know, it's just like, all right, what can we harmonize, you know? And so when the 3 of us got together, we instantly were just really quickly wanted to get to that chorus and figure out what the harmony was. And we figured it out pretty quickly. We discussed the groove real quickly. I think within, you know, half an hour we had an arrangement. I already had the mic set up, we had the cameras going, and I think it was the 3rd take, and we got it, and end of story. And they did a beautiful, wonderful job, and everybody was listening to each other. There was a lot of telepathic moments, and looking at the video, it's sort of like a very intimate moment. I didn't realize it at the time, but watching the video and what you guys captured was us really being quiet and intense at the same time, singing and listening to each other. It was just really beautiful, I thought. Very intensely beautiful. Okay, so only a few people guessed what the epic cover song was and they didn't really guess well. It took about 10 hints. So I guess the drum fill wasn't enough of a hint. So I'm going to give you, in this song, instead of the guitar solo, we've decided to do piano, and we doubled it with Eva playing the violin. So if you can't guess it from this, then I don't know. So here it is. To me, that's a dead giveaway, people. Don't make me sad.